case, Harvard business case, they use the real company, as a case for them to conduct this case analysis. So you can always check for their website, the current website, related to the companies. Yeah, then you can also update a little bit for their current information then. Yeah, so it brings you a little bit more, updated information. Yeah. But it's not like for the case that we've been discussed for. Those are not fake, all right? Those are real company. Okay, so this is earlier I got the website. Yeah, so it seems that now currently they have some subsidiary restaurant, like branch restaurant in different countries. So it seems that now the business run quite well then. Yeah, okay, so let's see how it is from this case related to their compensation plan. Okay, so give them a warm welcome for today's presentation group.
Hi everyone, we are Team Fire and this is our teammate Nabila, George, Catholic and me, And we are going to present case for level of developing a new compensation plan. But before we go into that, I want to show you our outline for today. In our presentation, we have 4 sections. The first one is introduction, challenges, solution, and exercise questions. So let's start with the briefly introductions about this case.
Wait a second, so is that picture real?
Yes, it is real.
Okay, yeah, it's
We
not.
go there and take a picture.
You don't just put their logo on it, right? You use the...
No. We searched on the internet and we got this picture from that.
Okay. Yeah, it seems nice. Yeah.
Okay, so Martha Lee, she is a HR executive at Laptop, and she was recruited in 2010 to lead HR department. And she found Laptop 3 important issues, which are high turnover rate, low customer satisfaction, and low revenue growth. So she developed the sharing program, which is a profit sharing plan. It's intended to make store manager compensation more competitive and also to motivate store manager to maximize the individual store profit. So what is Laptop? Laptop is a restaurant chain and it was founded in 2002 in Northern California by these 2 gentlemen, John Jackson and Simon Seeley. So they started selling customized lab using fresh and healthy ingredients at their on-campus apartment. And after that, they opened their first restaurant near the campus, and the business is expanded very quickly with the overall customer preference for quick meal alternatives perceived as healthy. And after that, in 2011, they run 30 restaurants in Southern and Northern California. All the restaurants are still company owned, and they didn't have plan for open the franchise yet because they want to keep the management level and ensure that the consistency of product. And the menu is also provide a variety of options to serve the special diet such as vegan, and they also purchase the ingredients from local farm and with the freshness of ingredient and accommodation for special diet it makes price higher than its competitor. And Jackson and Sandy, they have a passion to deliver fresh quality food. So they want everyone on the company to share the same passion and vision as they are. And even they have different background, it doesn't matter for them. So George, he will talk about challenges.
Okay, hello everyone. So I will take you through the challenges faced by Rapid. So one of the challenges that Rapid faced was tight relationships with long-term employees. So in this case, these two CEOs, Sean and Simon, their hands-on leadership style worked well when the firm was small. But with expansion, these guys struggled to engage themselves from daily operations and decision making. So these guys had already made long-term relationship with other employees. So if the managers had any problem concerning the company, they could go straight to these two guys, Simon and Sean, for them to solve the problem. They are not able to solve the problem on their own because these two guys were the ones who were making the decision. The other problem was that social media marketing activities were centralized. Sean and Simon were, they didn't allow individual restaurants to have their own social media marketing, to conduct their own social media marketing activities, because they wanted to maintain consistent brand image. So, for example, in 2009, one of the C2 outlets had launched a Facebook page and Twitter feed, and upon finding out that this individual restaurant had launched Facebook page and Twitter feed for marketing purposes, these two guys took down the local effort, just because these guys in this restaurant did not conform to the rule that they should not have their own social media marketing activities for them to maintain consistent brand image. So in this case, it was a problem for the Rapid. The other challenge was in the human resource department. That is, there was disorganized recruiting and high turnover. Much as these two guys, Sean and Simon, tried their best to make Rapid an amazing place to work, but still more, they kept on losing their workers. Their managers would quit the job every week. Yeah, so it was a very big problem for them. But also, they were finding it difficult to attract and retain top talent managers. In this case, according to the atmosphere at Rapid, any position that was vacant, it was to be filled as soon as possible, because it was a very busy place. So in this case, this led to rush hiring, like they needed to fill the vacant position as quickly as possible. So in this case, they would just promote some of the managers from within the company, or they would recruit from external, but the process was not that formal. There was also a lack of motivation among managers due to lack of low compensation. In this case, compensation at Rapid was below compensation of the industry average. So in this case, there was no motivation for managers because they were getting little as compared to what they were putting in, the effort that they were putting into the production of the running of the Rapid restaurant. There was also frustration among employees at all levels. Just the root cause was because of low compensation and some of their working conditions. There was also declining customer satisfaction. This was due to local sourcing of the ingredients. Sometimes they would find that some ingredients would run out of stock, so instead they could just cancel some menu and then substitute with other ingredients. Like they could substitute some vegetables with others if those vegetables are not of short. There's also the Human Resource Department failed to keep pace with the firm's growth. So in this case, much as they had some policies, but their policies in HR concerning compensation were not that clear. They were just based policies, because when it comes to distribution or sharing of the weekly sales profits, the managers, whether you are just new in that band or you were into that band maybe some times for maybe a long time ago, but the amount of the pay that you are getting is just the same for all the managers, whether new or you are in the top range, you just get the same. So in this case, they failed to keep pace with the firm's growth. There was also inconsistency in menu and service due to local sourcing. This also stems from the lack of some of the ingredients, because it's not always that ingredients were available. So if there are no ingredients, some ingredients, it means menus had to change. Yeah, so it was a very big challenge for them. Yeah, so Nabila will take you through the.
Okay, for the pinpointing the main role in developing a solution, based on the result of the marketing surveys and the exit interviews, Martha Reyes, the HR executive, concluded that high turnover cause a lot of issue. Is it because of motivation and compensation? As just mentioned, the compensation in this wrap it up is quite low. As we can see here, this is the for store manager. The compensation is only this much, but the industry benchmark this much. So it's quite low. And for the associate manager, it's also same. The compensation is below the industry average. So, and the Martha Reyes think that the biggest problem at the store level was the acquisition, development, and retention of good talent. So, Martha Reyes think that we have to pay them at least as much as as much as our competition does. And the external consulting firm was engaged to benchmark current compensation system and help in developing a solution. And the solution is called SHARE or quarterly profit sharing. This is the difference between existing pay structure and shared structure. This is the solution, and for the existing pay structure, basic pay is at par with the industry, with variable difference amount and qualifiers, no pay difference between top and low range of band, and no incentive to improve after band is achieved. With the share structure, profit equal performance metric, quarterly appraisal linked to profits, not the revenue. And the store manager get 35% of profit, and associate manager 15% of profit, and the 50% will go to wrap-it up company. And benefits were paid 1 month after the end of the earning quarter. With Sheriff, manager get more freedom to innovate and customize. Innovate means they can customize menu and give the promotional ideas. This Share It program, it will conduct in 6 months pilot of the plan in 2 medium-sized restaurants in Southern California. First in Santa Monica, and the second one is in Costa Mesa. Santa Monica located in New City Center, and Costa Mesa located in shopping mall, which opened in 2007, and Santa Monica opened in 2004. With manager Erica Whitfield, with head degree in digital marketing, and the associate manager is Carlos Colon in culinary program. For the Costa Mesa, Ronaldo, he had taken night classes in accounting and business with the associate manager Lisa Tiller. She has her own natural food store. Implementation of the program. This is the different strategy between Santa Monica strategy and Costa Mesa strategy. For Santa Monica, they set up Facebook page and Twitter account and make their customer to like and follow for the any discount voucher like that. And new menu was designed. They give unique menu for the special price, and then ordering by text message to reduce the customer waiting line, and offer discount coupons. They give discount coupons to the company near them, and because of the associate manager of Santa Monica, they have linked to the TV channels, so he asked the chef to book signing and to promote their menu like that. And for Costa Mesa, because of the manager, they are based on accounting department, so they are focused on cost reduction and renegotiate terms with supplier and substitute with less expensive ingredients. And with that sheriff program, they are thinking that they working much longer hours. Santa Monica's manager feel more engaged because more freedom to build the business. Costa Mesa's manager feels struggle with a bit, with willing to stick it out to see if it's worth it. And both managers doubted whether this program will help to reduce the crew turnover, because they are thinking if they increase the crew salary, it will decrease their incentive also. So yeah, they are thinking like it will be the crew turnover will be high. But after the 6th program is completed, the program is achieved the goal and profitability increased. The manager's compensation is also increased. As we can see here, we can see in the last month, 6th month, the stock profit is only 26.1. But with Sheriff program, the profit is increased into 40.5.
This is in the store of?
Oh, this is the Santa Monica store. Sorry. And this is for Costa Mesa stores. As you can see here, 26.1, and the last month 33.1.
Do you get it? The upper part is before the surety plan, the lower part. Yeah, it's they implement the surety plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Assigned question will be directed to Chapa.
Okay, so I will do the same question for the first and second question. For first question, what is the strengths and weakness of the shared program? First, we'll see the strengths. Low manager turnover due to the profit sharing, like Nabila said, for the managers they will have like 35%, and associate manager will have 15%, and then for the company is 50%. And then the freedom to innovate for the managers, because they can have like the customized menu, promotion, and then have the control of the store by themselves. And then for collect the regular feedback from the employees before and after the working hours to know if the program goes well or not. And then it's able to monitor the guest satisfaction, the customer satisfaction through the internet survey. And then encourage the retention, because the payment of the bonus will be in the separate account. And then it will pay 1 month after the quarter when they earn the money. And if they quit before that, then they cannot get the bonus. And then for the weakness, it's only test in the 2 restaurants, so we cannot generalize it in all restaurants, because from these 2 restaurants, they also already have like the different result. And then managers need to work more hours, like in Santa Monica, they were like before it's 50 hours and now it's 70 hours. And then it will be the huge change. It means like, because there is no standardization for promotion and customized menu and how to manage the store, it will make like the different result from one store to the other store. It will become, if the store like doing well, it will make the improvement, but if the store not doing good, then it will not have the improvement. And then the managers doubt whether it will have to reduce the crew turnover, because the compensation just made for the managers, so they are not sure. And also, because they cannot pay enough to retain the employee. And because of the store, if the store margin is down, it will affect to the manager paycheck. So the manager doubt it will, if they can reduce the crew turnover. And then for the second one, did they address the issue worry of experiencing? Firstly, we'll see the first issue is the low compensation. And then how HRM address the issue is the improvement of the profitability. And then if the profit of the restaurant is increased, it will also increase the profit in the intensive of managers. Because like I say, like the 35% of the profits will go to manager and 15 to the associate managers, right? And then for the second one, it's difficult to attract and retain the top talent, especially in the store managers. And in Sarit, they give like the freedom and the preserve. Freedom is like I say, to manage your restaurant, and pressure is like the more working hours, and manager have to think a lot how to make the promotion, how to improve their restaurant. And then the second one is the empowerment. Like just say before, all the decision is based on the CEO. But in here, the manager have the decision to manage their own store. So they increase the empowerment for the managers. And the third is the tiered menu for overall value. In Santa Monica, they implement like the promotion for the office near their stores, and then the new item also added to the menu. And then hard to forming the long-term relationship with the customer. In Santa Monica, they implement like the text message. So the customer can order through the text message to avoid the long queue. And then as we can see, like, is it increase in the profitability in Santa Monica, like Nabila already present, and also in Costa Mesa. And for the second one, the B part, was the compensation really the root cause, or was the HR executive myopia in her focus? So first, the problem is still the compensation, because when the HR receive, like, the highest reason they leave is first is the compensation, because the compensation is below the industry, and also the federal component differ both in amount and in what it was required to achieve. It means like the pay is not same with the effort that they give. And then the managers receive in the same adjustment, because like before, the pay of the store managers consists of weekly salary plus the volume adjustment based on the average weekly sales restaurant. And the sales is divided in 5 bands. And the managers just receive the same adjustment whether they made it into, whether they barely made it or made it into the top range. Okay, so the second one is also the HR myopic, because disorganized recruitment, because they hiring like rush hiring, and then they try to they doing the rush hiring instead of trying to find the people who fit to the positions. And then they usually like make the sometimes promote from the stores, and then sometimes hire externally. They find the quickest way to fill the managerial position, and because of the disorganized recruitment, it also contributes to the high turnover both in the managerial levels and employee. And we can see it in the exhibit 1 in the case. And then for the other issue, it's like the boring menu, long queues, no relationship with the customer, for poor overall value. And for the second, and for the third C, was the plan itself structured correctly? We think it's not structured correctly, because first, the compensation and the payment, they just think for the managers.
You didn't put your group didn't put the exhibit 1.
Yeah, because we cannot find it on the internet, and then when we want to put it,
yeah, but then like Nabila, she did this. Maybe she make a photo and then put on it. This exhibit 1.
Okay.
Yeah, from the case.
The
Yeah, if you have the case, you can check a little bit for the exhibit 1. Yeah. For the turnover rate, as you can see, for the Repita, for the salary, for the salary employee, it's high up to 41% in the year of 2010. Every year, 2006 and 2008, compared to the, like the industry, it's a lot higher, and especially for the hourly one. I think that's a part-time employee. It's a high up to 90%. It's a little bit incredible then. Okay.
I'm sorry guys, I didn't put it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will put it. Okay. So for the C question, we think there is no structure correctly, because first, the compensation and the payment, they just think for the managers. And then there is no standardization for the innovation and promotion. I mean, like they don't give the clue for the managers what they do, and then just let the managers do it by themselves. And then it also leads to more working hours, and the customer satisfaction is not same in the both stores. And then for the Santa Monica, they perform better than the Costa Mesa. And then the second one, why do you think Reyes made a personal visit to the store manager to discuss the program? We think like, first, of course, they have to review the plans to explain it, and then obtain the first-hand information about the program. And they also, and she also want to ask the question and maybe answer the question from both of the managers. And then the second one, to observe both manager innovation and idea, because as Nabila already said, like they come from the different background. So maybe she want to observe how do they handle these problems, like the huge change. How do they make the promotion and then the other things. Okay, so for next A, we'll pretend it.
So the question T is based on financial result alone. Would you say that the plan succeeded in both pilot? Why or why not? Does your opinion change if you accumulate the consumer service? First of all, I'm sorry guys, I didn't put the financial result table here because our group already show in the last section. So should I show them the financial result?
Yeah, we can also take a look at it a little bit.
So this is the financial result in Santa Monica store. Okay, you can see that the profit is increased from before they try the share program, right? You can see here. Yeah, it's increased a lot in Santa Monica store.
Actually, you can also mention a little bit about their revenue as well as their costs.
Okay.
Yeah, because for these two stores, the revenue that have been generated, as well as the cost. Actually, the structure is a little bit different. Yeah, because the way for them to manage the, these two store, a little bit different because of the store manager.
Okay. And the total revenue for the Santa Monica store, you can see is also increased here. And for the cost is here. It might be a bit higher from before the trial the shares program. And for
But then, as you can see, for the revenue, it's also, it increased a lot. Yeah, compared to like before the shared plan. Yeah, for example, like before they have this sales, it's 100, right? Yeah, but then after they conduct this shared plan, then the income, the revenue, increased a lot. Yeah, 118 total, for example, in month 6. Yeah.
For custom visa, for the income, you can see that it decreased a lot from 100 to 98.5 in month 6. And for the cost, it decreased because the main strategy they use is to try to reduce the cost of production, right? And for the store profit, you can see